Yes, hello and welcome to another vlog from Ben R Rider. Today we're testing out the Voge 625R or R625, whatever you want. On the Spanish website it says 625R, on the German R625, on the bike itself it says R625, I don't know. It is a very nice two-cylinder bike in this class, like 500-600 cc. It has a little bit more power than the regular, like the Honda 500s, you know. I don't really know if I can feel it, you know, but it definitely feels nice and sporty, and I haven't had any complaints with it so far. I mean, I drove here to this place and I liked it very much. It's pretty nice, and also it has a fairly, it has a fairly low price, I wanted to say, a very attractive price at 5,400 euro on the road, 5-year warranty. Yeah, that sounds pretty nice. I think that's at least 1,500 cheaper than Honda. Anyways, let's get to the controls and the display. We don't have storage space, only underneath the pillion seat, of course, just a little teeny tiny cubby hole there. So on the left hand side of the handlebar we have the clutch lever, which is adjustable in 4 positions. We have the light switch here for your index finger, as you can see, quite nice. I always like it like that. We have high beam, we have regular low beam, and we have the passing light here. We have a TCS button here. There you go. And guess what? It actually says back. You know, it might be a small thing for you, but the display is so, for me, so unintuitive from Voge in the recent years. But now they have included a back button, so it's so easy to get out. Thank you very much, Voge. We have the enter button here to get into the display menu. We have up and down for the display. We have the turn signal switch here, and we have the horn here. We also have a hazard light switch here, and do not forget here the we have a little USB port here, which comes in very handy actually if you want to attach your navigation or mobile phone here. On the right hand side we have the throttle, we have the brake lever, which is interestingly enough adjustable in 5 positions. Yeah, this is the brake lever for the double disc brake in the front, Nissin, and we have Kayaba suspension. So all brand names here which are actually put on this bike. We have the mode switch, we can switch it from normal to sport. We have the emergency cutoff switch here and starter switch combined. So in the middle we have the display. It seems a little bit smallish in the middle. On the outside actually we have all the indicator lights, which is nice, easy to read, easy to see. The display is also very nice TFT display, nice, crisp and clear, but nothing special, let's put it this way. We have all the important information. We have like your fuel tank. On the right hand side we have the coolant, in the middle of course the speed, then we have the RPM counter. The display changes a little bit. If I now press the mode button here, it will change to this. So basically the RPM counter becomes a tire track, which is pretty nice, I think. As you can see, we have all these lights, indicator lights, they're blinking if we're not actually moving. We have TCS, we have ABS front and rear. What we can actually change here is only the odometer to the trip, as you can see on the right hand side. And that's it. We press the enter button to get into the menu. We can adjust it to different languages, of course, also to English or to Spanish, or we have already Spanish here set up. We can pair Bluetooth, we change the units and all that good stuff. We go down to the vehicle information. As far as I can see, I don't think we have actually a tire pressure monitoring system. That is kind of strange, because on the Chinese bikes and scooters we always have a tire pressure system, and which shows here or on the main screen, but here we do not see anything. We see the outside temperature actually down below as well. I will use the back button. Oh, it's so easy with the back button. That is the display. So this is the Voge R 625 2025 model year, available this year only in one color, and that is black. And we'll take it out for a little spin. Let's go. So the first thing that you notice when you get on the bike, it is fairly low. The seat height is 795 millimeters. I am 175, 5'9", and I have very good stand here actually. And I can not quite, but almost flat-footed, which is very nice. And yeah, let's turn it on, the little beast here. There you go. Turn it on here. We are neutral now. Yeah, neutral is here. And as I told you already, maybe I might miss it to show it to you, we have the mode button. We have two modes here, two riding modes. We have the sport mode, which is red and shows the tire tracks here. And we have the regular mode. I will just stay in the regular mode. It also shows the little bike here, but usually that means, you know, the tire pressure monitoring system. But I checked in the menu and I don't see any values there, so I'm not 100% sure, but I would say for now, because I didn't see any values, we do not have TPMS. Anyways, let's put it into the first gear, and we have a gear selector there as well. So first thing that you notice when you sit on it, yeah, I told you already, plus what was the other thing I wanted to tell you? Oh, about the seat. Yeah, the seat actually feels pretty comfortable. I don't have any complaints so far, but okay, I haven't been riding it for 200-300 kilometers, but so far it feels pretty nice and comfortable, and the seat height is about right for me, I say. And from the power and everything, it does feel actually quite nice. And yeah, definitely highly comparable if you're in the market for maybe a Honda 500, like a CB500, or what is it called now? Hornet. It definitely feels like that. It's a little bit more powerful, at least on the paper here. And I don't know if I can actually tell you if it's true. Let's continue with the handling. The handling here in the corners and the twisties seems to be very nice. I don't have any complaint. We have 17-inch in the front and in the rear. Pirelli tires, pretty nice. We have all kinds of brand name components on the bike itself. We have Nissin brakes, and we have the Kayaba suspension. So all highly acclaimed names here, and yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you. Yeah, it definitely feels nice. You can easily move it around, you know, if you want to do this in the corners and stuff like that. And definitely not bad. Very easy to flick around. I have not found any quirks with it whatsoever. They say, oh well, that's a deal breaker or something. If I was in the market for a 500, 600, I would definitely consider this one here. And I don't know how advanced Voge is in your country already, but here in Spain they are quite big on the market actually. So I don't think you have to worry at all. You know, you get a very good service. 5-year warranty here in Spain at least. Oh yeah, there's one little thing I have to mention though, because sometimes people ask me and sometimes I mention it, sometimes I don't, but usually I do if I feel it. We have a vibration in the seat actually here, and yeah, so if you need a little vibrator on your seat or under your seat, that's definitely the bike to get. I don't think that I noticed it so much on the Honda. I mean, other people say, you know, you have to actually acknowledge that because it's a motorcycle and it feels like that always. So let's go up the hill here. Everybody wants to drive on the left-hand side. Okay. Yeah, higher speeds, it feels nice. You easily actually reach the higher speeds. So it doesn't feel like you're actually driving or riding at higher speeds. So that's also nice. It's very easy to get up to higher speeds. It is, yeah. Once again, I say that most of the time, but it is basically a joy to ride. We're in 4th gear. I know we have the 5 and 6 gear as well. Let's put it in 5th gear. Yeah, very planted, very good here. Stable on the road and long stretches of corners here, as you can see. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say. The wind flow is quite natural, nothing that ticks me off or anything like that. Everything feels normal to me. Normal enough and good enough, and actually very good to give you a recommendation for this bike. If you want to buy it, I definitely can highly recommend it to you. I would buy it as well if I was in the market for one of these babies. And yeah, 2 thumbs up for the Voge R 625 2025 model year. Thanks very much for watching. This has been a Ride Out. Take care. Bye bye.
Cruising down the coast, sun on my face, on a brand new ride, taking my place. From scooters to beasts, every mile's a test. I push the limits, give you my best.